Okay guys, hello, welcome back to my YouTube. If you guys don't know, obviously you're here, so this is YouTube. Um, Today I'm kind of just gonna do like a makeup for beginners, because I know I'm still a beginner, even though I've been doing my makeup for about a year or two. I'm still a beginner because I can't get the eyeshadow thing down. It's hard. I'm still practicing eyeshadow and eyeliner because that's hard. But I'm just gonna show you a basic everyday makeup look, simple. Like if you're going to school, if you're in college, and you just on the go really quickly, or like I said, if you're like me and you don't really necessarily know how to do anything else but the basics, then this is for you. Um, what was I about to say? Yeah. So this is what I'm gonna do. I do have a beauty blender. Yes, it is ripped. Um, and I really don't feel like buying another $20 beauty blender just for this little tear. So I'm gonna just keep using it. If you don't have $20 to spend on the beauty blender, which you can find at Sephora, the actual brand, then I would recommend. Don't, this is dirty. Please don't judge me. I just haven't cleaned it. Yeah, so it's not gonna look brown like that. It's gonna look pink. But this is a lot cheaper. This is from Real Techniques. You can find it at any drugstore, Walmart, CVS, Dwayne Reed, whatever you have near you. You can use this. It's a lot cheaper. I don't actually remember how much I paid for it. I think it was like $10 or something, maybe like $7.99. I can't remember, but it's a lot cheaper than the beauty blender, and it works just as fine. I just like how squishy the beauty blender is. It's not as dense as the Real Technique one. So you want to start off with your beauty blender or whatever you use as a sponge. Make sure it is wet and it's damp. You don't want it to be soaking wet, but damp enough where you can still kind of feel some wetness. I recommend using drugstore products. I am working on a retail person's salary, so I can't afford, a bunch of Anastasia and NYX. Well, NYX is a kind of affordable. It's mainly affordable, but I can't afford all these other higher ends. So I use the Maybelline matte and poreless because I do get oily, especially in my T-zone area. It's disgusting. It's like you can fry some shrimp on there. It's nasty. Oh, but actually, before I use this, you want to make sure you prime your face. Prep and prime your face is kind of like it's like a seal for your face, so that like the makeup isn't just going into your pores, if that makes any sense. And what I'm using here is the NYX Shine Killer. I actually got this at Ricky's. I forgot how much it was. It wasn't that expensive though. Maybe like $5. And it feels kind of like a jelly. And you kind of rub it into your face like that. I'm sorry if you guys are looking at it at a weird angle. But I'm actually saving up to get a tripod as well as a laptop so I can actually do real editing. So you guys are kind of propped up in like a cup and I have you leaning on a boppy pillow. That's my little cousin's, but yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm not too sure what I want to do with this channel just yet. I'm kind of just doing it because I don't really have a lot of friends. I mean, I have friends, but not much. I'm very much of an introvert, and I like to stay to myself. So besides my boyfriend, which he's usually at work, I'm usually by myself because my best friend moved upstate, and I do live in New York City. So I kind of like to just have somebody to talk to and people who get me. You know what I mean? I like to stay in the house and just talk to people who understand me. And yeah. So after you rub your primer in, I like to just go on top with the pore-fessional by Benefit. This is a little sample that I got. I think I got this from like Sephora or something. I forgot where I got this from, but it was a little sample that they gave me. Put that there. And I only use a little dab. And I just put it right under my eye area because my pores tend to get very large right there, or look very large. Just rub that in. Alright, you can see what I'm doing. Rub that in. So yeah. And make sure you don't have that white stuff like there. You don't want that white cast. Just make sure it just goes in like that. Okay. So before I go in with my foundation, my skin is all prepped and primed. Please do not disregard this bump right here because that time of the month is coming, and clearly the gods want me to know that that's coming. So that's there. I like to start off with my eyebrows. I always recommend starting off with your eyebrows before you do your foundation and whatnot. just, I don't know, it just makes it easier so that when you're doing, like, if you put your foundation on first and then you do your eyebrows, you have a tendency to, like, lean your hand on your face and then you'll see the makeup on your hand. It transfers. So I like to just do this step first. I'm actually going to use a mirror right now, so if I'm not looking at you, sorry about that. I need to buy a new mirror too because I don't have one. I'm just going to use the mirror that's in my highlighter palette because I don't have a big one. So yeah, so you want to just comb out your eyebrow hairs in the direction that you would like for them to go. Right. This eyebrow pencil I'm using is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the color Espresso. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't, but that's what it looks like. I used to have the Anastasia Brow Wiz, which I loved, and that was like $20. I loved it. I was gonna repurchase it until I went to NYX and they were having a half off sale on all their lip products, and I seen this and I was just like, you know what, let me try it out. It's literally pretty much the same damn thing as Anastasia, just a hell of a lot cheaper. And I was just like, well, I'm gonna get that because it's better and I can afford it. So, and I'm just gonna use the, you may not be able to see it because it's a blur, like a light casting, but I like to just follow my natural eye shape. Right. Let me see. Just follow that. This step is okay if your brows don't come out exactly how you want it or as sharp as you would like it, because you're going to clean it up with some concealer. So yeah, you just want to kind of go along with your natural eye shape, your eyebrow shape. People who like dramatic eyebrows, I'm not really into that. So I like to, you know, keep my eyebrows the way they look and just enhance them. I don't want a whole new damn eyebrow looking like I taped it on. Okay, just like that. Right, and then go down. This you may have to practice for a little while, for a little bit. I know when I first started, my eyebrows was looking ridiculous. I didn't know what I was doing. I made them too dark. They just looked a hot mess. So, once again, don't be discouraged if it doesn't come out exactly how you want it. Because that's what practice is all about. So once I draw it on, I don't want it to look harsh like that. So I take the little brush side of it, the little spoolie, and I kind of just brush it out, soften it a little bit so it doesn't look so harsh and like fake drawn on, I guess. I do not pluck my eyebrows or anything because I barely have any eyebrows. As you can see on this one, I barely have eyebrows. So yeah, I don't do that. So I just fill them in so they look a lot fuller. And let me see how this looks in the mirror. Doesn't look too bad. It looks a lot like natural. It looks like my eyebrow. Then moving on to the next one, do the same thing. So I know some girls like that, like to do their eyebrows and then leave that marcation of like where your eyebrows are fading into each other. I hate that. It looks like you got a unibrow and then like the middle of the unibrow disappeared and like it just looks stupid. It looks like Jesus parted the Red Sea on your eyebrows. It just, I can't. No. It should not look like that. It just looks dumb. I don't like when people use concealer that is way too light around their eyebrows and then it looks like you got this halo around your eyebrow. Like, I don't like that. If that is what you're doing and that's what you're into, then by all means, do you, boo. But I prefer not to do it like that. Okay, so I did the bottom and then do the top part now. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, like that. And don't mind my eyebrow right there. I always get dry skin right there, especially now that the winter is coming and it's getting a lot colder. I always get dry skin right there. So I try to keep it moisturized, but sometimes it don't be working out like that. And color it in a little bit. Okay, and then take the spoolie again and just, you know, soften it up, brush it out. So that's step one of how to do your eyebrows. This isn't perfectly how I would do it, just because I would actually be in a bigger mirror, so it would be a lot more detailed. But like I said, this is good for kids who are in college, and if you're in school or you have a job that you got to be to immediately, and you want to have, you know, some type of face, but you ain't got all day to be doing it. This is just very simple. 1, 2, 3. Now I use the LA Girl Pro Concealer. These things are amazing. I live by them. I swear by them. You might have heard them all over Instagram, but Instagram, YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. They're amazing. They're very affordable. I get mine from Ricky's. They're like maybe $4 or $5. You can find them cheaper online for like $2, sometimes even $1. But I don't have the patience to wait for things to be delivered. So I'd rather just spend an extra coin and just go pick it up. The color that I'm using is Fawn, and I use this as like a highlight to clean up around my eyes. It's gonna look a little bit lighter compared to my skin color once I do it, but when I put the foundation, it'll blend in and it won't look so like I have a halo. So just put a little bit on the back of my hand. That was probably too much, but whatever. Yeah, no, I got like 2 more of these in my drawer, so I'll be fine. I'm gonna take my Real Techniques flat brush. Give me a second. This is the Real Techniques brow brush. I recommend buying Real Technique products. You don't have to go out and buy a bunch of MAC brushes or Morphe brushes. These are drugstore brushes. They work amazingly. I have about maybe 9 of them, 9 or 10 of them. They are really good quality. And you don't, like I said, you don't have to spend an arm and a leg, especially if you're just starting out with doing your makeup. You know, you may not have it. You may not want to spend that much money because you don't really know what you're doing. You're still trying to figure it out as you go along. So definitely get these. You can get like a 3-pack for like $10. 3 different brushes in 1 pack for $10. That's what I did. So I'm going to use, it's kind of an angle brush. As you can tell, I put the concealer on there. And do my, just follow your eyebrow. You know what I mean? Just outline the shape of your eyebrow. That's all you're doing. Okay, right. Then just blend it, the rest of it into your skin like that. And this will just clean up your eyebrow for you so it doesn't look so wild and crazy. It'll look more clean cut. And then just, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to block you if I did. Then do right underneath, and just like that. It's okay if it gets, you know, on your eyelid because you're going to blend it out anyways, and then you're going to cover it with foundation so you're not even going to be able to tell. And yeah, just like that. And I know a lot of people struggle with the tail. I always say if your tail doesn't come out how you want it to, like, or if you make it extra short and you cut it off, it's okay. You can go right over the concealer with the pencil again, and just draw the tail how you want it. So yeah, don't really worry about that. I learned that a while ago. Like, it's okay. You can just like draw the tail again on top of the concealer. Like, it's not a big deal. So yeah, so it might look crazy now because obviously the concealer is a lot lighter than my actual skin tone, but once I put the foundation on top, it'll look a whole lot better. You won't look like that, trust me. So we're gonna start on the other one. Wipe some of that off. I'm gonna start with the bottom actually, and not the top, if you can see. That might have been a little bit too much concealer on the brush, but whatever. And don't get frustrated if your eyebrows don't match perfectly. Like, your eyebrows are supposed to be cousins and not twins, you know what I mean? Like, they're not supposed to look identical. So don't get upset if one may look higher than the other or whatever. Like, that's fine. It's not going to come out perfectly all the time. It's okay. Start on the top. Oh, by the way. Ooh, this one is a little hard to do because I can't see. Okay, right. Then I'm gonna redo bottom. Hold on, put a little more concealer. You want to make sure your brushes and your sponge are always clean before you do your makeup. You never want to be using dirty brushes. Not gonna lie, I'm using a dirty brush in this video just because, one, I didn't necessarily feel like cleaning them off. And two, like, I'm not gonna keep this makeup on. Like, this is just for the video purpose. So, yeah. I'm taking this right off when I'm done with this video, because I'm not going anywhere. This is my day off, and I'm gonna relax. But yeah, definitely use clean brushes. Clean your brushes every time you're done using your makeup, and then set them to air dry. I'll set them like on a, oh, I look crazy, but it's not gonna stay like that, trust me. I'm gonna wipe off this excess. All right. But yeah, so like I was saying, you could put your makeup brushes on like a small towel or face rag so they can dry overnight, or like in a couple hours. It's not gonna take that long. Okay, so we have our eyebrows done. I look ridiculous, I know. So this is what I'm gonna go with my Maybeline Matte and Poreless. This is actually in the color Coconut, which I feel like it's a good color now because it's getting a lot colder. So I'm not as dark as I was in the summer. But I should have gotten a darker shade in the summer, but I didn't. So I was being crazy. I don't care. So I just like to take it just like that. Just kind of use my finger and go over it. So I'm not really sure what I want to do with this channel. If you guys haven't seen my other videos, they were just about like my job experiences and me talking about where I've worked in the past and the pay rate and why I don't work there anymore, and which I'm glad I did those videos because I noticed that I helped a lot of people with their job interviews. I was getting a lot of feedback saying thank you for, you know, making the videos and telling me about it. So I definitely want to redo those videos because I was looking a hot mess and I didn't really like the quality of it, but you know, I was just doing it to be helpful. It was kind of spontaneous. It wasn't planned out. So I did those. I'm not sure what I want this channel to be. I don't know if I want it to be, well, I know it's not only going to be beauty because that's not all I do. You know, and I'm not a beauty guru. That's not me. So I'm going to take my beauty blender. I'm going to use the bottom part because it's a lot bigger. And I'm just going to dab it into my face like that. The foundation. Yeah. So I'm not sure what I want the channel to be about. I don't know if I show my relationships because I personally have been in my relationship for going on 4 years. It'll be 4 years the ending of January. It'll be 4 years I'll be with my partner. And, or boyfriend. I don't know why I said partner. But yeah, well, he is my partner. I don't know if I want it to be about hair, just because I am transitioning. I've been transitioning for about 2 years now. This is what my hair looks like that, and you can see my waves. I do still have chemical damage and heat damage, especially on this side of my body, like the left side of my head in the front. I used to get perms constantly all the time as a kid because my mom didn't know how to really deal with my thick hair, and my hair grew very, very long and very, very fast. So she just permed it, and I was getting a lot of breakage, and I just decided 2 years ago, you know what? I was turning 21, or I was turning 20, and I was like, I want to do something different. I'm just going to cut my hair into a bob, and then from there, stop getting perms. You know, I was just like, this is going to be like me being a new person and just doing something different. And I wanted, and I was starting to see a lot more people that I could relate to with natural hair and getting a lot more natural hair advice. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to transition. I wasn't into big chopping. I've never chopped my hair off that short in my life. And I was like, no, not doing that. I got bangs in junior high school and damn near almost cried. Oh, if you didn't know, I'm actually 22. I'll be 23 February 1st. Aquarius, come through. Oh, always make sure you want to blend your foundation into your hairline because you don't want that weird like cast where you can see where your skin tone starts compared to the foundation. That just looks weird. Ladies, always match your foundation. I recommend matching your foundation to your neck because that's the most realistic part of your body that can be matched. Like people say, oh, the back of your hand, but I don't know. I don't like how that looks sometimes. Sometimes the back of my hand is lighter than my neck, and I don't know. It's just, I just like to match it to my neck. So yeah. But yeah, I'm not sure what I want this channel to be about. I kind of like to do advice videos because I'm like the therapist for all my friends. They come to me whenever they need advice. So I'm like, maybe I want to do advice videos, but you know, I'm not really sure. I definitely want to keep doing more makeup for beginner videos, just because I didn't see, when I was starting makeup, I didn't see a lot of people doing it. And I was just going to my sister for advice all the time, but we don't live together, and you know, she has a life of her own and a child, so she wasn't always available when I needed help. So I'm like, you know what, I think I'm gonna do this on YouTube so I can help other young ladies, especially brown skin young ladies who need help, don't really know what to get, are out here wasting their money on high-end products when there are just as good drugstore products out there that you can use. So my foundation is all blended. Make sure I get over here. I do suffer from discoloration around my mouth, so yeah. Okay, so that's done. Your eyebrows done, face done. Like I said, this is a very minimal makeup look, so we won't be doing a lot of extra stuff. Then I like to go in, hold on one second, if I could get it open. Sometimes my face, when I do my entire face, I don't contour because I can't seem to find a contour that is dark enough for my skin tone, which I know probably sounds dumb because there are contours out there that are dark enough to contour my skin tone, but I just can't seem to find them. Like every time I use a contour, it just blends in with my makeup and it's just like it disappears. So I don't do that. So next I'm gonna go in with, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I have this Benign Luxury powder. Honestly, I do not like this powder at all. I hate it. Because it leaves me looking ashy and I don't like it. It's no. I want to try the Sasha one. Hold on one second. To see how that works out, but I got this for $20 at Ricky's, this little ass bottle. How many ounces is this? It's 1.5 ounces and this was $20 plus tax. So I'm gonna keep using it until I run out of it. But I don't recommend this if you're gonna be like, if it's nighttime and you're gonna be out taking pictures and whatnot, because it's not the best thing ever. But I only use a little bit on my beauty blender, kind of knock off the excess and go under, just to set my makeup, just my actual face makeup, because like I said, I get very, very, very oily, right? And just set it all over like that. I don't really know if I'm doing it correctly, but this is what I do and it works for me. Other people do it differently, but you know, we a beginner channel over here, so we gonna learn by trial and error. And that's it. I only set like my cheeks and my under eye because now I'm gonna go in with my concealer. Once again, the same concealer we use for our eyebrows. You're gonna go in and put on little triangles under your eye like that. Not too much because this is just an everyday makeup look. Same thing over here. Okay, so you want to do under your eye. I do my forehead area just to brighten it up a little bit, like so. I do my chin area just a little bit, and then your cupid's bow, because I have a small upper lip, and I like to just kind of make it stand out a little bit, give it a little glow, so you can actually tell I have an upper lip and it's not just one lip. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I don't know. Take your beauty blender. I'm gonna use the pointy side and just dab in there. You want to be gentle. You don't want to stab yourself in the eye. Just like that. Just blend away. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm not sure what I want this channel to be. You guys can give me suggestions of what you would like to see, or you know, things like that. I want to do like a hair video of how I straighten my hair or how I do my perm rod sets. Still like for beginners in a way, not really, but using more affordable drugstore products, I guess. Things you can find at like Target, and you don't have to use expensive products for your hair either. You know, just because you're natural or you're transitioning, it's whatever your hair prefers. So I've also learned that as well over my journey of trying to go natural, that you don't have to use everything everyone suggests to you just because it's higher end and it works for them, because your hair may not like that. You know, your hair might like a little cream of nature, you know, little $6 shampoo. That's cool. Think of your forehead. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I might do like a get to know me tag where you kind of just go online and answer questions about yourself. Oh, I am also adopted, legally adopted. So I don't know. I might want to talk about that because I know there's a lot of people out there who are also adopted, and just talk about my life. Just a little recap. I am adopted. Hold on a second. No, my dad was never in my life. I know who he is. I don't fuck with him, and I will never in my life talk to him or want to get to know him whatsoever. My mom, I know my mom. I see my mom all the time. Like, she's my mother. She is a drug user, but whatever, that's fine with me. I'm old enough now for it to not bother me as much as it did when I was younger, but I know there are a lot of people out there who can relate, and if you guys want me to talk about that a little bit more in depth and try to give my advice and my tips, then I have no problem with that. Just let me know. This bun look hit. Okay, so we have our concealer on. Usually I would go a little bit over my concealer with the powder, but I really don't feel like doing that. So we're gonna move on to the next step. So now that this is on, I do my blush. This is the Tart blush. It's called paaarty. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't, but it's Tart. And this was actually a free birthday sample from Sephora. Thank you, Sephora. I like it. It's not bad. It's okay. Well, pretty much. And I have absolutely no idea where my blush brush is. So I'm just going to use this ginormous powder brush. And just come over here like that. Just a little bit because I don't really need a lot. And yep. I like to smile. Just rub it into your cheeks like that. I don't use a lot of this because I feel like it doesn't do much, but it does give me a little bit of color, but not too much. Just like that. You may be like, oh, this is not doing anything. Like, you look the same, but in person, it does give me some color. Okay. Right. Yeah, that part done. Back in there. Okay. Next, I like to go in with my highlighter. I actually have two different highlighters. This one is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlight powder in the color Precious Petals. These highlighters are freaking amazing. I love them. They're very affordable. You can find them at Target, Walmart, any drugstore, or you can just order them online from Wet n Wild. They tend to sell out a lot in store. So if you find your color, girl, you better go and grab it, get it, make it work. These were fairly inexpensive as well. I think they're like $6 or something. I don't remember. I'll be forgetting prices. Or you can go to Ricky's, and this is BH Cosmetics Wild Radiant palette. Looks like that. I'm not gonna lift it all the way up because one of them broke, and I'm so sad. I have to get some alcohol and fix it. This was honestly like $13.99. This was my holy grail. Oh, let me open it slowly. This is my holy grail highlighter before I bought the Wet n Wild one, and it comes with 4 different shades of highlighters. As you can see, that one right there is broken, but you get these 4 different ones. I used to love this one, and I dropped it, and you have to fix it. Quick tip: use alcohol if you break your palettes, or like your bronzer or whatever, like is in a pan. You can use alcohol, put a little bit of alcohol in there, mix it up, like crush it down into a powder, the actual thing, put the alcohol in there, mix it up, let it dry overnight. You should put like some paper or something, and then something heavy that'll fit in there to kind of weigh it down and set it. And then yeah, it'll dry and it'll be regular, normal. I'll show you better in a video because it'll make more sense if I show you than me trying to explain it. But yeah, amazing palette. It was only like $13.99 or something like that. And yeah, at Ricky's. So definitely go to Ricky's. They have a lot of affordable things. If you have a Ricky's near you, or you can order them online, they are absolutely amazing. I love Ricky's. Sometimes they do, and they carry a lot of cheap products or cheap brands like NYX and whatnot, and it's Elf. They have a lot of Elf things as well. I don't like Elf brushes, but their products are okay. So yeah, I'm gonna take my fan brush by Real Techniques. Once again, Real Techniques, I'm telling you guys, you better get up on it. They popping. I'm gonna take my highlight. Okay. I like to smile. Yeah, and just right at the tops of my cheeks. I don't know if you can really see it though. Let me see, move you over a little bit. Yes, you see that glow? Ooh. Oh, you see? Yeah, this is what you don't want. I thought I blended in all of my concealer. I didn't. You see that? That's not cute. So we just gonna blend that out right here. Y'all ain't see that, okay? Y'all don't. This is a real channel, and I'm not about to be editing this out. So what you see is what you get, okay? I'm trying to show you what you do, because this can happen in real life. You thought you blended everything out, and then, you get on camera after a long night, you looking back at your photos on Instagram, and you see you still got, your contour not blended, your foundation not blended. So I'm gonna just take my beauty blender and just blend that in. You see, and we good. See, it was like it never happened. Back to the highlight though, Smile, bring it up. Okay, probably can't. Oh, you see how I was catching? Oh Lord, let me move on to the. That was that glow right there. Okay, and again on the other side. And turn that over. Alright. So we got this. This side is really just gleaming over here. They tried me. I'm loving it. And again, I like to go overboard with the highlight because I like highlight, I just like highlight. But if this is gonna be your everyday running errands, I probably wouldn't go this much with the highlight, but whatever. And do the forehead a little bit, then the top lip to just accentuate that top lip. And I like to do my nose. I have a very big nose, and I don't really care, and I like to just accentuate the tip of my nose. Okay. You can also take your finger, just a little bit. I use my, and just go right under your eyebrow and just dab it like that. Just like that. Just a little bit. I don't do too much of that. Go right under my eyebrow. Under my brow bone. That's it. That's pretty much really all I do for everyday makeup. Then I take my setting spray. This is Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I don't remember how much I paid for this, but I've had it for so long and I love it. I have not wasted it yet. I've had it for over like a year, maybe over 2 years. I don't remember, but I love it. And then just set it. Set everything like that. And since it's fall, I think I'm gonna do like a fall lippy. This is everything, all of my lip products. I have drugstore, I have high-end. It just whatever I like at the time, I get it. Think which lip am I gonna do today? Is this ColourPop? Yep, this is ColourPop LAX, which I'm looking for. Oh, well, it's not actually in here. Okay, so I'm just going to use my ColourPop LAX, which I have not used in a while. And it's just this nice rusty red looking color. The ColourPop logo rubbed off. But it is ColourPop, okay, people? And these are also good if you're a beginner. They have very affordable brands. Products online. I think this was like $8 or something like that, $6. Now they are in Sephora. So if you have a local Sephora and they sell them, get them. And I would use a liner, but I don't know where my burgundy liners are. And I would recommend putting on some type of lip balm because this can be very drying. It is matte. I only like matte lip products. I don't really like glossy products because they make my lips look smaller in my opinion. So yeah, just go. And you're very careful. Like so. It's a gorgeous red color for the fall. And it's okay if you go like outside of your line or it looks a little like, I don't know how to explain it. Like it doesn't look clean cut, because you can go over it with your brush and a little bit of brush and a little bit of foundation to clean up the corners and the edges. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna do that right now just because I don't feel like it. And like I said, I'm not going out of the house, so it doesn't matter. But yeah. Like I'll clean up this right here, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, there we go. I think I'm gonna just let it dry a little bit. Make sure you don't got nothing on your teeth. I should clean it that because it's kind of bothering me that it's up, but whatever. Okay. And then I just go in with a little. This is the eyelash curler. I would use this, but I don't really feel like using that right now. But I would curl my eyelashes first, and then I use Mega Length Waterproof Mascara by Wet n Wild. I love this mascara. I love this mascara. It really does lengthen your eyelashes and make them just look super gorgeous, super pretty. I do plan on doing like videos of me trying to do eyeliner, because I've tried to do it. I just suck at it. I've tried the wet liners, I've tried eyeliner pencils, and I literally suck at them. I don't have a steady enough hand to do it, but I'm gonna try it. If you guys want to recommend like different hacks, I've tried the tape, that didn't really work out. But if you know of any other hacks on how to get the perfect wing liner, especially for beginners, please let me know, because I'm out here, I don't know what else to do. As well as I'm gonna be practicing eyeshadows on here as well, so we can both learn trial and error on how to do it, all of us together. And yeah, I'm gonna keep looking for contours. I'm gonna keep trying to figure out shades that look good on you. Well, this lipstick looks so jacked up, but whatever, I don't care. And I think we're done. So this is what your regular is not doing better than me. Like, this is why I usually use a liner first, but I couldn't find it, so whatever. But yeah, this is my everyday makeup. You see that highlight? Yes. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for watching. If you guys have any questions, please just leave them down below. I will answer them. I answer literally all of my questions. You can follow me on Instagram, that'll be down below as well, and DM me, that's fine. Add me on Instagram. Just send me a message to let me know that you did add me from YouTube. That way I can follow you, because I don't follow everybody who adds me that I don't know. But yeah, if you have any suggestions, please leave them down below. I'm still new at this, and I want my channel to grow with my subscribers. I don't know everything, so we can help each other, you know, get better at what we're doing. We can all help each other. This is a community. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.